Hi guys, I'll be doing a takeover of the page today, so I'm going to kick it off with my Notre Dame introduction. So my name is Melanie Maginay. I'm a senior here, living in Breen Phillips Hall. I'm an RA this year, which is really exciting, and I study marketing and Spanish with a minor in innovation and entrepreneurship, and I'm originally from El Paso, Texas. I'm going to put a little question box down below for you to leave some questions for me to answer throughout the day. Excited to take you guys along. Okay, end of the day, gonna hop on and answer some questions in the video format, starting with why I chose ND, my Notre Dame story. So I'm the oldest sibling. I didn't have any ties to schools that I wanted to go to, so I started off with a simple Google search, best undergraduate business schools. And from there, I was talking to my dad. We were reading through the names, and he told me that my great-grandpa was a huge Notre Dame fan, so much so that they buried him in a Notre Dame sweatshirt. So I was like, that's kind of cool. Like, I guess I'll apply to this school. And I got really great financial aid when I got accepted, and here I am. Okay, next, my favorite thing about ND. This one's tough because there's just so many things I could answer to this, but I'm going to keep it general and say just the formative experience in general, because when I look back on who I was when I first got here and who I am now, I feel like I've really been set up for success and given the tools I need, and I'm super grateful. I do have an on-campus job at the best place to have an on-campus job, ND Listens, and there we call alumni and friends at the university just to chat, listen, learn, love the Notre Dame family, and I also help to run the Domers on a Bench Instagram, which you should totally check out for some cool stories. The Innovation Entrepreneurship minor is a super fun minor housed within Mendoza, but isn't just for business majors. I picked it up my sophomore year, and I'm so glad I did because it's super fun. It's a very creative minor where you get a lot of practical business experience. So we talk about things like design thinking, we do a lot of prototyping, working with MVPs, kind of learning that framework of how to bring an idea to life. And I think the most meaningful project I've worked on is with a school in Uganda called St. Bakita's Vocational Training Center. So the class that's partnered with St. Bakita's is the Innovation Design Thinking class taught by Wendy Angst. And basically the goal of the class is to bring ideas to St. Bakita's that are going to help the girls there get better educations, because most of them are single mothers trying to uplift their families out of poverty. So we started off with empathy, learning a lot about the situation, talking to different people, and moved through the design and ideation processes. And my group came up with the idea of offering childcare to the women, so that not only could they be taught how to be teachers if that's a career that they're interested in pursuing, but also so that they could have their children cared for, which would make education more accessible to them. And it's an idea that was actually implemented in the school, which is really exciting. So that was really meaningful. I would say combo-wise, when I was abroad in Spain, I took an international marketing class that was fully taught in Spanish. So that paired them really well. But individually, I've really enjoyed taking sports marketing with Brian Proct, and all of my Spanish classes have been great. Being an RA is such a fun job. I've known I wanted to do it since my freshman year, but I would say the hardest part is just trying to actually balance it with the rest of my life, because this is something I could fully make into a full-time job, 40 hours a week, but I can't because I have classes. This one's tough because all the eateries have changed since I went abroad. So I would say now probably the Fresh and Smoothies, which are in LaFun, Boba Tea at the Noodle Nook, which is new, Chick-fil-A, they don't have breakfast, which is sad, but it's good, Modern Market's a classic, and Garbanzo's.